One of my favorite moves, you got like this open position, that like that Billy Gibbons style thing where you got the you're hammering from flat 7 to root, but you got the 5th. Easy to forget that this is also a movable shape. Anything can be movable, right? So you're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, back on my website, looking for a subscriber react request. See a bunch of good ones here, but I'm going down and I see Foo Fighters' Everlong live at Wembley from a lifetime member, and this is Brent Harris. Now, I'm picking this because, oh, by the way, thank you, Brent, who says, is there anyone cooler in the last 25 years than Dave Grohl? Probably not. I was absolutely a Nirvana kid, and so I've been following Dave like from the beginning, my beginning. The reason I picked this is, one, I haven't watched Foo Fighters in a long time, but two, when I was a band coach for kids here in Baltimore, this was a song that I would say half the bands learned. And it's one of those songs that is just a perfect anthemic rock tune. There's many cool things in here that are great takeaway teaching moments. So let's see if I remember any of it. Come on, hit the button. Full screen. Oh, look at this stage. Look at the stage. Just Dave out there.
Hello, I've waited here for you.
How cool is this?
Everlong. Tonight, oh, I throw myself into, and out of the red, out of her head, she said, do 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 do.
Okay, so if you're new to this channel, I do start and stop a little bit. Please grab your guitar. Don't go anywhere. Let me talk about what's going on here besides how awesome it is to stand in the middle of Wembley Stadium and have everybody sing a song that you wrote just with your guitar. Take it in. Now, he's in drop D, but I'm in standard, and I'm not going to tune it because I want to illustrate what's happening here in the harmony and the melody. So, what you have here is you got this. That's our sound. This is an F sharp power chord, right? F sharp, C sharp, with a D in the bass. If this was drop, it's played open. So this becomes D, major third, so major, and major 7. So this is the sound of D major 7. That's the thing. Then the root changes, but this F sharp and C sharp does not. This root goes down to B, and it creates B. So a root, 5th, add 9. That's that sound. It's that floaty sound you think of like the Police, right? And then that whole shape moves down to G in your bass. So now that is G, add 9. So this is the key of D, going from a 1 to a 6 to a 4. The 6 and the 4 are add 9. It gives it that super floaty thing, that very cool. Now, Let's listen to him sing the melody here, and I'll show you how it connects.
Come down and waste away with me. Down with me.
By the way, what a powerful song, too.
Slow how you wanted it to be. I'm over my head, out of her head, she said.
So bitchin', so bitchin'. All right, we gotta go back,
Me come down.
Right, B to A. So that's gonna be 6 to the 5th over your D chord. So you're resolving to the 5th of your D, of your tonic. That's the takeaway.
And waste away with. Come down and waste away with me.
So when it goes down to the B, it's 5th of B over to your root, 4, 5. So again, the melody is about the 5 of the 1, that, then 5 of that 6 chord of B, and then
Down with me.
going down that little piece of B minor, which of course, over this G, starts on the 5th of G, but then does this little G sharp 11, right? Does that sound? But that note, that is diatonic, but that's one of those ways where it's like you got that tritone, and you hear it right in that moment. You're like, oh, that's dirty, right? Come with me, and resolves to the root of B. So that's the takeaway for the melody. It goes from 6 to 5, focusing on the 5 of the 1 chord, right? Then it goes focused on the 5 of the B minor of the 6th chord, and then that walks down D, C sharp, B to end on the root of the B, and then the cycle continues.
Slow how you wanted it to be.
Yeah, now he adds things in here.
Slow how you wanted it to be.
Going over to that like little piece of B minor, that great.
Over my head, out of her head, she said.
Ending on that E.
And I wonder,
So cool.
and I sing along with you. If everything could ever feel this real forever.
Taking his time with it, letting the tempo move.
If anything could ever be this good again. Only thing I'll ever ask of you, gotta promise not to stop when I say. She said.
Oh, so much energy at that moment. Choking me up. Real tunes only require one voice and one instrument. Sometimes not even the instrument, right? You know you got a real one when you can just do it solo like this. You don't need the full band and the what was that other part that goes in there? It's like right? You don't even need that. Just a great chord progression which obviously he stumbled into in a drop D thing, just like, ooh, what's that? Can I move that? Can I move it? Yeah, that's definitely how things like this are written. And then just having a melody that just is haunting, and then the lyrics to match. And just the power. I can't imagine what it must be like to have that many people sing your song. Slowing it down with their clap.
Breathe out so I can breathe you in.
Yeah.
Hold you in. And now I know you've always been out of your head, out of my head I sang.
By the way, what is that? Octaves, but he's letting the open D string ring out. So that's like your pedal that's open on your 4th string. Again, that's your key center. This is D major, ladies and gentlemen. D major, drop D with a lot of open strings. Very cool. Got the octave shape coming in on C sharp, and then going straight up the D major scale, and doing that jump to the 5 chord. Now again, I'm not in drop, but that's the sound.
And I sing along with you. If everything could ever feel this real for well. If anything could ever be this good again. The only thing I'll ever ask of you, gotta promise not to stop when I say.
Oh, so many cool things. So that then, yeah, that little 4th move right there, where it's alternating back and forth between A and D as like that tonic center, it's just. It's the perfect mix between a D major vibe and its relative minor, the B minor vibe. So many iconic, like I said, anthemic songs do that perfect major and minor mix. But what's so neat about this is that you're in drop D. We think of rock bands singing drop D minor riffs. And this is drop D, but D major 7. D major 7 with a lot of F sharps, major thirds in there, is the tonic center. The B minor is just kind of for color. It's that yin and the yang. But this is a D major 7 tune in drop D with a melody heavily focused on that major tonality, connecting the fifths. It's just freaking great. That's why it's so memorable. Wait, looking around. Like, you ready? You ready for this? You ready? Do it. Chewing the gum. Dude, I love him. Total control of the crowd. Creep back to the band. Creep back.
Are you ready? Let's fucking go! Go! Everything will ever feel this real forever. Anything will ever be this good.
dude. I mean, saving it just for the last chorus. Oh, my mic's going everywhere. So killer. All right, key takeaways. Again, drop D, where your tonic center is the sound of D major 7. That's what's happening. It goes down to a 6 minor chord and a 4 major, but both of those are add 9, right? Gives it that floaty sound. So you're playing a 9 instead of a third. So you're suspending the third with the 9, and that's super floaty, combined with your tonic center of D major 7, having that leading tone behind the root. That's where the float comes from. Otherwise, you'd just be D major, no float, right? That's the float. Now, that combined with the melody that's staying away from the thirds, focusing on the fifths, that just adds to the floatiness. So you're not playing thirds in there, right? Except for that F sharp for the D. But for the other two, you're not playing thirds in the chords. They're add 9s, right? Or sus2, whatever you want to call it. And the melody is staying fifth based. So you're always giving that lingering feeling. And it just adds to the overall vibe of the tune, which is clearly about love and love lost. You know, will you do this? You know, will I do this? It's that whole lingering kind of unanswered, angstful, heartbroken thing. And having both the harmony and the melody stay away from the thirds and leave you with that lingering sense of whatever, it just kind of adds to it, you know? Breathe out so I can breathe in. You know, when you give away, you never get it back. You just get some from someone else, right? And it's that whole thing. It just, I can see how you would stumble on these chords in this melody and just like have it and it'd just be like that. It just has that vibe to it. And just being able to sing it and have, I don't know, 50, 70, 100,000 people sing your song in the middle of the wide open air like that, I mean, it's got to be the coolest thing ever. Dave, you're the man. You know that. Huge fan over here. Brent Harris, thank you so much for being a subscriber on the website. And thank you all out there. Please drop a link in the comments for what you think I should see next. Like, please subscribe, ring the bell. It really helps me out. Share it. You know, maybe share it on Twitter. Tag Dave, the Foo Fighters, see if we can get them to see it. And for all you out there that kind of like the way that I approach the guitar and focus on not just the rhythm and the harmony, but how the melody connects the two, I'd invite you to do what Brent did and click the first link in the description and become a student over at GuitarGate. It supports all this free stuff on YouTube. And it's just an awesome community of people just trying to pick it up and get a little bit better every day. And you get access to this request page, which I pick from all the time. That's it. Have a great day. Cheers. Awesome.